Okay, so this video is about our time in Miami. Um, we went to South Beach, and then we went to a Marlins game, and then we went over to Little Havana. Um, there are definitely things I want to see more of, and again. Um, but for the most part, it was not the best experience I've had. Um, so here's the video. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so we started the trip off by driving to South Beach. Um, the traffic was horrible by any standard, and I regularly drive in Chicago, and I've driven in LA. Um, I don't know if it's a state law, um, or they just don't teach people there how to use turning signals. Um, but I don't think I saw one turning signal. Um, even the cops would. I saw one cop actually flash his lights just so he could cut into another lane, then turned them off. It was unbelievable. Um, yeah, and at a stop, it's like everybody has to hit their horn. I don't know if it's because they just want to make sure they stay awake, make sure they want other people to know they're around. But yeah, they hit their horns constantly. Everywhere we went in Miami, I couldn't believe it. So one of the things that happened on our trip down to Key West is my solar panel broke loose. So I did this quick little fix. It's lots of duct tape and some threaded rod, and it actually worked pretty well for a while. So we got to South Beach. There's a lot of the typical umbrellas, cabana kind of things. There were some people hanging out. It was still kind of early in the day. Um, there were some people playing in the water. Didn't get in the water this time. I really wasn't dressed for it and hadn't really planned on doing it. Um, there were and you could rent these umbrellas. So we walked around a little bit. Then we sort of walked over towards. There's a sidewalk that runs right along the side of the beach, and so we headed over there next. And you could see there were people playing volleyball, there were people working out. Um, it actually reminded me quite a bit of some of the beaches I've seen in LA. Um, it felt more touristy than anything else. And there were people definitely there enjoying the beach. There were people walking, there were people biking. There was even one girl in the grassy area doing yoga, I think. Um, so I suppose it would be nice to have that kind of nice space along the beach. But overall, I wasn't extremely impressed. I mean, it was a beach like a lot of other beaches. At least now I can say I've been to South Beach. Um, so then we did. Then we decided to do a little bit of walking and looking at some of the buildings that run along the street there by South Beach. There's a fair amount of traffic going up and down. There was a lot of restaurants and bars, some hotels. So if you wanted to stay really close to the beach, you could do that. So, I mean, it was nice. It felt very touristy. And again, every time a car stopped, the horns went. It was unreal. Eventually, we found a nice little place to sit down and have some lunch. Lunch was pretty good. And then after lunch, we decided it was time to head over to the Marlins game because that was part of our plan. So one of my bucket list items is to see a game in every stadium. So this was the Miami game for me. It's actually a very nice stadium. I was a little disappointed on how empty the stadium was. If you look around, you can see all the empty seats. It was probably no more than a third full. And of those, I would say more than half were Dodger fans and not Marlin fans. So after the game, we came out. It was raining a little bit, and we drove over to Little Havana. So Little Havana was really cool. It was really bright. It was really colorful. I don't know if there was a purpose behind these giant chickens that were painted, but they were really cool. Just the whole feel was kind of neat. I definitely would like to spend more time in this area. So we also saw that Little Havana has a walk of stars, and there were a lot. Some I recognized, some I didn't. It was pretty cool. And we walked some of the streets and looked at some of the shops. There was a lot of tourist stuff there, of course. I did like this Indian outside the cigar place. I actually said to Paul as we were looking around, I wish I knew somebody that smoked cigars because I could probably get them some really nice cigars right now. So even though it was a kind of a rainy, dreary day, it was really a nice place to be. It felt fun. It felt full of energy. the people were very, very nice. And we did stop and get some donuts that were amazing. We did make it over to Domino Park. I didn't shoot a lot of video here out of respect for the people playing. But talk about intense play and fast-paced. Wow. We stayed and watched game after game. It was amazing. Then we went back out and checked out some more on the street. And there was a lot of beautiful artwork, just all up and down Little Havana area. From there, we were going to head towards the Gulf Coast. We were going to stay there that night and then move up towards St. Pete the next morning. Okay, just want to do a wrap up for the day. We are at a pilot just outside of Fort Myer. Someone is backing in next to us right now. We decided not to go to Little Haiti. We decided, after looking online, it really wasn't our kind of thing. So we actually just headed straight west out of Miami on 45, right along the Everglades. We saw some really cool stuff, including an alligator swimming along in the channel alongside. As far as Miami, I think I can honestly say this is the first time I've been someplace where I don't really have a desire to go back. I didn't see more to explore that interests me. I thought in general there were some nice people, but there were a lot of rude people, drivers. I think I determined they don't use their turning signal, because if you do, then someone will try to cut you off. The driving was just as bad as I've seen anywhere, and that includes Chicago and LA. I had a lot of fun at the Marlins game. Beautiful stadium. I would recommend anyone go. I wasn't real thrilled with the hospitality of a lot of the people that worked there. Yeah, I mean, the team is in a growing stage. It's rebuilding, I understand that. The product on the field was not as good as you would hope to see at a Major League Baseball game. But that being said, the customer service end from the staff there was below par. And I mentioned earlier, I thought the 50-50 raffle was kind of hokey for a Major League Baseball game. I've never seen that at anything above a AA game, and even then it's for a local non-profit. It's not for the organization itself. So really a cheesy move. If they need more money, raise their ticket prices or do something. But yeah, that's just cheesy. So in the morning, we are going to head north into Tampa Bay and do some exploring there. Remember, explore, travel, and live life to its fullest. Have a great day. And thanks for watching. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed the video or got something out of it, please like the video and share with your friends. And please subscribe by clicking the bell below. Remember, travel, explore, and live life to its fullest.